Give it up for Horror's own violin prodigy, Ella, and that incredible performance.
I keep having this dream. All eyes are on me. And him, the man of my dreams. I'm by his side every day. Guess what? I was nominated again. I played just for him. Did you like what I played? No matter what, I still love you. But when will you wake up? Truth is, I don't play the violin, and I don't know who that man is. But that's not important. I already have the love of my life.
I'm here.
Zach's back. I met Zach 3 years ago. After a one-night stand, he married me. I love him and care for him. But Zach thinks I drugged him back then. After 3 years, it still feels like there's a wall between us. I thought if I did everything right and did as he said, he'd change his mind. Bit by bit, day by day, until... Men who cheat always have 2 phones.
Zach, thanks for my present.
I know who she is. His savior, Faye Burke. When I met Zach 3 years ago, she was already between us. They said if it weren't for our one-night stand, she'd be Mrs. Lang.
Are you done?
The worst part isn't him cheating. It's me staying quiet. I'm used to living in Faye's shadow. Zach, I need to ask you something.
The car's waiting. You have 3 minutes.
My dad's medical bills. He...
100,000 monthly. Think I'm skimping?
I mean...
Ask me. You drugged and seduced me. That's how you became my wife. This is the best deal you'll ever get. Don't get greedy. My patience has its limits.
I've said it so many times. It wasn't me.
Time's up.
Zach, wait! I want to get a job.
What's wrong with staying at home? The maids do everything. What more do you want? You don't need to work.
I'm not afraid of hard work.
Oh, really? What skills do you have? Besides, I want you to keep a low profile. Oh, yeah. Take your meds. Don't test my patience.
All we have is sex, not love. He won't even let me have his baby. I have to be on the pill. Esme, you've loved him for 3 years. But to him, you're worthless and weak. This loveless marriage is your cage. It's time to wake up.
Violin prodigy Ella vanished in a car crash 3 years ago. Her mentor, Graham Vaughn, has launched a global search for her.
I was in a car crash 3 years ago, too. I lost 10 years of my memory. I don't know her. But it seems we're alike. Hi, Sarah?
Esme, your dad's in trouble. Come to the hospital.
What?
Esme, your brother's facing fraud charges. He could get sentenced to 10 years. Your dad couldn't take the shock and had a stroke. You're married to Zach. He's got to help us.
Zach, pick up! Hello? Zach, it's me!
Need money?
Yeah.
Knew it. Esme. It's always money with you, huh? I told you to go to Nina if you need money.
Oh.
Lane Corp CEO Zach Lane booked out a restaurant and lit up the skies for his beloved.
Esme, you there?
Zach, it's gorgeous. I love it. Zach, where are you?
I'm busy. Gotta go. Contact Nina.
Hello? Zach?
Glad you like them. Happy birthday.
So, he can be romantic too. Just not with me.
Esme, did you reach Zach? He's our only hope. Gosh, he's with Faye again. Esme, don't be upset. I heard she once saved his life. When he was in a coma, she played for him and stayed by him till he woke up. They have a special bond.
So it was Faye's violin playing that woke Zach up from his coma.
Yeah, I should have told you sooner. It was because of that. He's so good to her.
I must be crazy. That dream felt so real to me. Looks like I only dreamed it because I envied Faye.
Esme, can't fight with Zach right now. We need his help.
I'm just the wife he hates. The title means nothing. I have no rights to fight with him.
Esme, your dad needs you.
Okay. Those fireworks must have cost a bomb. Hello? Miss Olsen?
You want money? Ma'am, that's out of line.
I've already asked Zach.
Really? I didn't hear anything from him. You need to call Mr. Lang and get approval from him first. Just like your jewelry. Everything but the ring has to be approved before you can wear it. Ma'am, you get what I'm saying, right?
Hello? Miss Olsen? Of course. I get it. Zach went all out with the fireworks for Faye. But he won't spend a dime to save my father. So what if I'm Mrs. Lang? How pathetic am I? I spent 3 years trying to be the perfect wife. I've become someone who can't live without him.
Take your mat.
But I'm nothing to him. Every dollar I spent and every piece I wear has to go through his secretary. Only this wedding ring is mine to keep. Sarah? Sell the ring.
Esme, are you crazy?
No, I'm not. I see things clearly now. If that's the way he is, why should I stay with him? I'm leaving him.
He's a clean freak. Only his wife can touch his stuff.
Where is she?
Upstairs, sir. Her dad fell ill. But you didn't check on him. She got very upset, and has been packing her stuff since. It feels off.
Feels off? It's just what she does. It's fine. Heard your dad's better. Yeah. She's really quick to take my bags. She seems different. If you're mad at Nina, I've talked to her. She didn't know it was your dad. It was Sam who told me about it. I had her go to the hospital to look for you. But by then, your dad had stabilized. Don't take it to heart.
I've been married to him and in love with him for 3 years. I was also ignored for 3 years. If it's not for that night and that sky full of fireworks, I might have stayed in this loveless marriage. But I've seen the truth, and I can't pretend anymore. Zach, let's divorce.
What now? First, you wanted a job. Now it's a divorce? Guess you're bored of the easy life, huh?
Yes.
Do you know how many people are scraping by on barely $3,000 a month? You live in a mansion for free. What's so bad about your life?
Seriously? Do other wives live like this? What wife has to lug every piece of jewelry to her husband's secretary? What wife needs every dollar she spends approved by her husband? I can't even afford a cab ride. That's no life at all. You call that being a wife? I know my family's not rich. You give me $100,000 a month. But every time I take that check, it feels like a transaction. Like a fee for service.
So you see it that way. What now? Bored already? Ready to leave? Do you really think life's better without me?
Zach, let go!
Where's your ring?
I sold it. I think we're done.
Azmi.
Zach, put me down! Zach! Get off me!
So all this fuss is because of Faye, huh? Azmi, just be honest. You schemed your way into marriage. What now? Are you done?
I've told you, it was a mistake.
A mistake? If you hadn't drugged me, I could have saved Faye. She'd still be walking. And I never would have married you. You call that a mistake? Hmm?
Let go of me! Zach, please stop!
Stop. You always say that. But it's a lie.
Zach, I'm off the pill. It's too risky.
So you have thought this through. I'll have the best doctors treat your father. If you need money, just ask. Nina won't be in the way. Keep the jewelry. It's yours. I'll explain it to her. As me. I've compromised. Don't push it.
Zach, are you home?
Yeah.
Thanks for the gift. This is the most unforgettable birthday I've ever had.
Glad you like it.
The forecast said it's going to rain. My leg always aches when it rains. Wish you were here with me.
Zach, you can compromise on everything, but never when it comes to Faye. You want me trapped as Mrs. Lang, living in her shadow. I'm done being trapped in this loveless marriage.
If you don't feel well, you should rest. Esme. Separate beds. What the hell? This room suddenly feels so empty. This is disgusting.
Sorry, Mr. Lane. Mrs. Lane usually makes your coffee. It's so complicated. I've tried to learn. I'm sorry. Very sorry.
Too mad to even make my coffee. Get her here.
She left with her things last night. She didn't get the driver. We thought you knew.
What?
She left this for you.
She's got some nerve.
Oh.
She knows about the prenup, right? She'll leave with nothing.
She knows. She's fine with it. Either way, she's done.
She really left. Let her sulk. She'll never make it on her own. She'll come back soon enough.
Mr. Lang, that's yesterday's. I'll get you today's.
Did she see this before she left?
She was home all day yesterday. She probably did.
Hello?
Killed the news in the paper. And check where Esme sold her wedding ring.
She adores you. She'd never sell it.
No matter what, I want it back by 4 p.m.
Okay. Also, Miss Burke called and said she had a fall.
Get her the best medical care.
Aren't you going to see her?
I'm not a doctor.
Couples argue all the time, and men mess up. Big deal. That Faye girl is so pathetic and crippled. Just bear with it. Zach's not serious about her. She's no threat to you.
I mean, nothing to Zach.
Your dad needs long-term care. It costs $150,000 a month. We can't afford that. Don't be so impulsive. You're so stubborn.
Even if I stay with him, he's not going to save Dad.
That's not true.
Breaking news. CEO Zach Lane calls in global experts to help his girlfriend walk again.
Has he gone mad? Faye's parents worked for us. Her dad was our driver. Her mom our cook. She's plain as can be. And crippled, too. He cheats with someone like that? And pays for top-notch care? While letting your dad die?
Sarah, some people aren't meant to stay in our lives. I used to depend on Zach, but he never cared for me like that. I'll stand on my own 2 feet. For a start, I'm selling the house.
But you... All right. Our lives are in your hands now.
Mrs. Lane. It's been a while, Mrs. Lane.
Miss Burke. We've never actually met, have we?
Yes, we have. Many years ago.
Mom!
Come, let's go home.
Esme, once you're dead, Zach will believe I saved him. Now, die.
Watch out!
Mom! No!
Who knew you were so lucky? You lived and ended up marrying Zach. Esme, you took everything from me. Mrs. Lane, Zach's a prominent figure. He had to marry you for appearances. But that was years ago. Please, stop holding on to him. He and I are truly in love. If you step aside, we can finally be happy. You can't force love, can you?
So this is Zach's type. Miss Burke, I think you got the wrong person. If he won't marry you, that's on him, not his wife.
She's right. Such a brazen homewrecker.
So shameless.
Exactly.
Move along.
Anything else? Then I'm done here.
Esme, stop! He doesn't love you. The other woman is the unloved one. Don't you get it? If he loved you, he would have saved your brother. If he loved you, your dad wouldn't be in the sad ward. I'm the one in the VIP suite with the best doctors. Esme, he doesn't love you.
After 3 years, don't you think I know that?
Playing it cool, huh? Let's see how long that lasts.
Miss Quinn, the property valuation is done. Don't worry, we'll find a buyer soon.
Thank you. Hello?
Miss Quinn, come quick. Mrs. Quinn is fighting with Miss Brent.
What?
You're a vile snake! Let's see you try that again!
Sarah!
Esme! Great timing! This woman stole your husband and came here to curse your dad! Call Zach right now! Let's see who wins, his actual wife or this homewrecker!
Faye!
Mom,
Faye!
Dad!
Faye was already weak to begin with. Now her arm's hurt. If anything happens to her, you'll regret it!
It has to be traded now, or it'll scar.
What's going on?
Zach, it hurts.
Zach, between your wife and her, you always choose her.
Ask me. No one else will love you. Just say you're sorry and come back. I'll still take you back as my wife. Well, explain yourself.
I have nothing to say.
Asmi, I gave you a way out. You blew it. Go learn your lesson. He'll come crawling back.
Zach?
Let's fix you up.
So romantic, just like a fairy tale.
Guess looks don't keep a man. He still wants his fun on the side.
They're definitely divorcing. I knew he would.
I already knew that he would be on her side.
But of course, he obviously adores Faye.
I should have seen this coming. You're...
Don't remember me?
Mom! Don't leave me! Mom, please!
You're... George!
You finally remember.
George. I went abroad with my mom when I was little. Something happened, and I forgot a lot of things. I only remember a few things from before I was 5. I never thought I'd see you again here.
I'm not just your friend this time. I'm also your dad's attending doctor.
Why do I feel so uneasy? I don't even care about Asmi. I just don't want a new wife. Men of my status don't change wives that easily.
Zach, it hurts.
You've been through a lot.
So Zach does care about me. As long as he doesn't find out I'm not his savior. I'll become his wife one day. I feel much better with you here.
Right. Graham Vaughn, the world-famous violinist, is coming back in 2 days. I pulled some strings and get an appointment with him. I'll introduce you to him then. Let's see if he'll make you his student.
Why so sudden?
When I was in a coma, you kept mumbling that your dream was...
Zach. My dream is to become the greatest classical violinist in the world. I'll make it, right?
Well...
Why is her reaction so strange? It's as if she doesn't remember it at all. Faye, did you really play the violin for me? Back then?
Mr. Lang, what are you talking about? Of course she did. Who else could it have been? Faye knows that Mr. Vaughn is famous worldwide. She just got too excited. She forgot how to react for a moment. Faye, hurry up and thank Mr. Lang. You're about to train under the world-famous violinist.
I do want to become a top violinist. Thank you, Zach.
Mr. Land, you're always so busy, yet you still made time to come. You must be tired. Faye, let me carry you.
Yes, that's right.
Dad!
Okay.
My leg!
What's wrong? What happened? Don't cry, sweetie.
I'll get a doctor.
Are you okay? Are you okay? All right, come on. Easy, slow down.
Check all of Faye's records from when I was hospitalized. Esme! Esme!
Esme.
Esme.
George, leave with Sarah first. I can handle this.
Laughing so happily with another man?
Mr. Lang, please let go. It's none of your business.
It's just been a few days, and you're calling me that?
Zach, you don't have feelings for me. I'm not asking for anything in the divorce. You won't lose anything. From now on, you can be with whoever you want. Don't you like Faye Burke? This way, she won't be called a mistress. Isn't that good?
And then what? I should let you cheat on me while you're still my wife?
Cheat on you? Dr. Hill is my dad's attending doctor.
Put the ring on. Go home with me. I can pretend nothing ever happened. I can even overlook your stepmother. Hurting Faye. Become Mrs. Lane again. Just like before.
Just like before? You mean going back to being your nanny and pet? And sharing my husband with another woman? Find someone else for that role.
Esme, my patience is limited. Don't test it.
Zach, you've always been so arrogant. I don't need your charity. I don't want that kind of suffocating life anymore. Let's end this. This is where we part.
Why do I feel so uneasy again? To me, she's as pretty, gentle, and obedient, the perfect Mrs. Lane. Besides, as long as I don't agree, she still has to stay as my wife.
Mr. Lang, your wife plans to sell the house for her dad's treatment. She's also looking for a job.
If she wants to make a scene, let her. Have someone buy her house, handle the companies. You know what to do.
We're sorry to inform you that you failed the interview.
Hello?
We're sorry to inform you that
I'm
you
sorry,
failed
Miss
the
Quinn.
interview.
We're sorry. Try another
sorry,
place.
Miss Quinn.
We're sorry, Miss Quinn.
We're sorry. Try another place. We're sorry, Miss Quinn.
You're outstanding, but you're not the right fit for us.
Hello? I'm Esme Quinn.
You're outstanding, but you're not the right fit for us.
Esme, someone made an offer for the house. Our house is worth at least $6 million on the market, but they only offered $1 million. That's robbery.
Sell it.
It's too low. How can we sell it?
We need money for Dad's treatment and Josh's lawsuit.
I acted too rashly today. If it comes to it, maybe you and Zach.
Sarah, Zach and I are over.
But...
Let Esme do what she wants.
Honey, you're awake. Instead of chiding her, you're cheering her on? You've lost it too.
She grew up overseas, with her mom since she was little. We didn't spend much time together. A car accident took her mother. And she almost didn't survive, too. She suffered so much, and finally came back to me. But unexpectedly, I fell sick, and her brother landed in jail. She's never had a moment of happiness. Esme, Josh has already lost his freedom. I don't want the same for you. Live your own life.
Thanks, Dad. Don't worry. I'll take care of this family.
All right.
Hello? I'm Esme Quinn. What? Gloria Restaurant? You're hiring me? Great!
Come over, everyone. This is our new colleague. Let's welcome her.
Hi, everyone. You can just call me Esme.
All right, everyone. Back to work. You too. It's not often you ask me for a favor. You got her the job. But won't tell her? Dr. Hill, you've caught feelings?
She's a good person. I just want to do something for her.
What a stunning violin! Of course, I heard it's from the Carter Institute of Music, and it once belonged to the world-famous violinist, Ella.
It's a shame she got into a car accident before she debuted. After that, it ended up in an auction.
I heard some rich guy bid $2 million on it for his girlfriend.
Mr. Brown, bad news. The tuner can't make it. What? But our VIP guest will be here any minute. We need that violin tuned fast. You all. Who can tune a violin? You'll get a bonus for it. Oh, I've lost it. If they knew how to, they wouldn't be here.
Why does this violin feel so familiar? But I don't even remember ever playing the violin.
What are you doing? That violin is expensive. Can you pay for it if you break it?
Mr. Brown, can I really get a bonus if I tune this right?
Of course. I'll give you 1,000. I mean it.
Let me try.
Careful.
I don't know why, but the notes seem to fall into place on their own. Did I used to study music?
She actually knows how to.
Miss Burke and her family are on the way. Mr. Vaughn arrives in 30 minutes. It's all set.
What's the update on the task I gave you?
I looked into it. At your private hospital in Merlon, all cameras were off. However, the staff can confirm a lady cared for you every day for 3 years. She was a student at Carter Institute of Music. Her age and details match Miss Burke's. Mr. Lang, are you suspecting it wasn't Miss Burke who woke you back then?
That's not for you to ask. This melody.
Zach!
Why did it go quiet? Did I just imagine that?
Zach?
It's nothing. Let's go in.
Mr. Lang, you're here.
Was someone playing the violin?
We can't let him think that we skipped on the tuner. There wasn't. Maybe the staff bumped into the violin while tidying up.
Zach! Zach!
Only he could pull this off. This hotel is so impressive.
I've seen it on TV. It's really expensive. We owe this one to you, Mr. Lang.
Mom, Dad, keep it down. So embarrassing.
Hi, Mr. Lange won't be mad. Look, he even invited a world-famous violinist for you. If you become his student today, you'll make it big internationally.
Exactly. Don't miss out on this chance.
Go ahead.
Okay, sure.
Zach! 300, 400, 900, 1,000. I didn't think they'd pay me so much to tune a violin. Though I don't know why, I know how to do it. But if I can get paid like this again, I'll do it.
No way. Hey, gorgeous. You're so pretty. You shouldn't be a waitress.
Don't go.
Don't go. Sweetheart, come have some fun with us. We'll pay you.
Move!
Come play with us. Come on.
Just leave me alone!
We'll
Leave
pay
me
you.
alone!
Come on.
Let go of me!
Get lost.
George? You saw me in such a pathetic state.
You swallowed your pride for your dad's illness, running around and working so hard. That's not pathetic. I think you're amazing.
George, if I'm not mistaken, I got this job because of you, right?
You figured it out?
After my clash with Zach, no one in Geneva would help me. There's only you, you know.
There's 2 million here. Take it for now. Don't feel pressured. Think of it as a loan.
I can't take this.
Consider it payment for the lollipop.
George, I sold my house, so I have some cash now. Besides, I can work and make my own money. Zach and I aren't divorced yet. I can't tarnish your reputation.
You don't want to owe anyone because you're tired of living at someone else's mercy. Esme, what did Zach do to you to make you this guarded?
Then I'll get back to work.
Esme, I'll wait for you to open your heart again. After all, I met you first.
Zach? Why are you here? Let go of me! No!
So, you're leaving me because of him?
That's not it!
I've only been gone a few days. Are you this desperate? Already looking for comfort?
He's my dad's attending doctor. We're just acquaintances, nothing more.
Really? Would a doctor hand you money for no reason? You think I'm stupid?
Let go of me!
I'll check for myself.
Zach, we're in public! Don't do this, please! I'm begging you, isn't that enough?
Look at you now. You even hit me.
Zach, after all these years, have you ever treated me like a person? Why won't you just let me go? Why make me live with no dignity at all?
Don't I treat you well enough? I let you live in a villa, with mates waiting on you. You just think I don't give you enough money. I'll give you another 1 million every month. If that still isn't enough, I'll have Nina give you more. Quit making a scene already.
You know I need money, and you know how desperate I am. But you always turn a blind eye. I feel trapped, living under your roof. You're too late with your kindness, and you still don't understand why our marriage fell apart.
You mean feelings, huh? Esme, don't forget how we got together in the first place. You schemed your way into marrying me, and now you're doing the same to leave? You think you can come and go as you please? Or do you think I'm too easy to push around?
I've explained so many times. But you never listened. Keep hating me if you want. I'll apologize. I was a fool to fall for you. It won't happen again. Let's end this peacefully.
There's no peace between divorced couples. With me, it's all or nothing.
What do you mean? You...
Why is Esme here?
The initiation banquet will happen soon. Weren't you fighting to play the violin too? Then play it here now. You'll celebrate fate properly.
Zach, why must you treat me this way?
You love work, attention, and experiencing life, right? You can have it all, just as you want.
Let's not, Zach. Today's such an important event. If she shows off now, Mr. Vaughn will be upset.
He's not here yet. It's fine. Let her have her attention. Otherwise, forget about any job. I promise, no hospital in the city will treat your dad. And no lawyer will take your brother's case.
I have to save my dad. And Josh, too.
I can't let her play. If she does, Zach will know I took her place.
Mr. Lange, she doesn't look too good. Maybe she should go home and rest.
Ask me. Just give in once. All you have to do is submit to me once. You look like you enjoy serving people. You're the star today. Enjoy it.
Then again, it's a rare chance. After 3 years of amnesia, she can't play anymore.
Mr. Lange, here, a toast to you.
Sir.
Any word on Ella?
Not yet.
Looks like we'll have to count on Mr. Lang. Is that Ella? Ella!
How does she know how to play?
When did you learn to play? How do you know this piece? Why can't you play it? Tell me!
I don't know. My hands move on their own. Once I touch the strings, the notes come alive. My head hurts. It hurts so bad. Let go of me, Zach.
Yes. This piece means everything to me. How can you not know anything?
Esme! Ah! Let me go!
Esme!
Mr. Lange, please don't ask anymore. She must have been jealous that my daughter can play the violin, so she learned it in secret.
It's secret?
Exactly. We never knew she could play. She's just a copycat. How shameless.
But when she played just now, why did it feel so familiar?
Zach, Miss Quinn doesn't look well. Maybe we should have Miss Olsen take her to the hospital. Zach, Mr. Vaughn is almost here.
Man!
Mr. Lang.
Take her home. Bring in the private doctor.
Understood. This way, ma'am. Why did the music stop?
Mr. Vaughn, you must have heard wrong.
No, I didn't. I trained Ella myself. She has a distinct style and exceptional skills. No one can imitate her. The one who played just now must be her. Whoa, wait! Oh, wait!
Mr. Vaughn, someone's playing. Let's go check it out.
Oh.
Harry, am I hearing things?
No, you're not. That screeching is unbearable.
That violin in her hands used to belong to Ella. But why does it sound like... Did I mishear earlier? Because I miss your senior too much?
Zach, I woke you up with this piece back then. I don't know how Miss Quinn found out about this piece and learned to imitate me, but copying me is pointless because I know you'd never mistake me for someone else.
Yes. What was I thinking? When I woke up, only Faye was by my side. If it wasn't Faye who saved me, then who else?
Mr. Lang.
Mr. Vaughn. It's an honor.
I played better than usual just now. If Mr. Vaughn takes me as a student, I could become a world-class violinist. Then I'd finally be worthy of Zach. Mr. Vaughn, did you like the piece I played?
Now the market is flooded with modern music. Classical music is suffering. Speaking of which, I once had a talented student who trained classically. If she were still around, that'd be great.
Aren't we talking about me? Why bring up your student?
I'd love to hear more about her. Please go on.
She was trained under a secret national program. She was a violin prodigy. Unfortunately, life is unfair. She disappeared 3 years ago and has been missing since. I don't even know if she's okay now. Is she married now?
This person... Could she be...
Ella, my missing student. I hope she's not married yet. If a woman marries the wrong man, she'll spend her life in tears.
Why won't you just let me go? Why make me live with no dignity at all?
Your dedication to classical music and care for your student is truly moving.
Mr. Vaughn, this 20 million is a small contribution to classical music from Mr. Lang.
She plays terribly and she's not even pretty.
Mr. Wan, are you really planning to take Faye under your wing?
Life is tough, and so is making music. For now, we'll have to rely on them to bring Ella back. But this concerns the nation and the reputation of the violin world. I won't give in so easily. I think I'll accept another student. At the initiation ceremony a month later, I'll reveal them alongside Faye. Faye will probably back out on her own.
That makes sense.
The two of you, keep an eye out for me. If there's anyone here who's a good fit.
Yes, Mr. Vaughn. Let's go.
Miss Olsen, Mr. Vaughn wouldn't take me in. Why did Mr. Lang still give him money?
Miss Burke, Mr. Vaughn is a virtuoso. He wouldn't lower himself on a first meeting. That money is just the way in. A stepping stone. You need to be patient.
Didn't I play well?
You did.
Zach.
It's getting late. Nina, have someone take them home.
Zach, where are you going? Zach?
If a woman marries the wrong man, she'll spend her life in tears. Didn't you fight for the title of Mrs. Lang?
Zack, I hate you.
You're sick. You still have some fight in you.
He rushed back just to see her, and she's still ungrateful. No wonder he's sick of her.
Mr. Lang, your wife has no respect for you at all. Did I say something wrong? Why look at me like that?
Nina, you'll transfer to our Crimea branch next month. You've crossed the line.
Mr. Lang, you've misunderstood. I never meant to interfere in your marriage. I already have a boyfriend.
Then I look forward to your wedding invitation.
He saw right through me, but he won't even let me like him.
Mr. Lang, is it because you love her?
Who told you I love her? I need a wife who can uphold Lang Corp's image. As long as I'm not divorced, she'll stay in that role. She has no right to leave me. Put her under constant watch. What am I paying you for?
Got it.
As for that George Hell, find a way to transfer him out of the hospital. Keep him away from another man's wife.
You say you don't love her, but it seems to me she means more to you than you realize.
I won first place again. Did you like what I played? No matter what, I'll still love you.
Why this dream again? This is Zack's place. He brought me back here.
Esme, it's been 2 days. Why aren't you home yet?
I actually slept for a whole day and night. Sarah, I worked too late last night, so I stayed over at a friend's.
You've been working hard, Esme. We've been a burden.
Don't say that, Sarah. We're family, so we should help each other. By the way, Sarah, I need to ask you something. Did I used to play the violin? Playing it felt so familiar. As if I'd done it countless times before.
Well,
when your parents divorced, your mom took you to live overseas right away.
Although your dad paid for your living and schooling.
He never interfered in how she raised you. But I heard your mom used to love playing the violin.
Maybe you picked it up from her.
So that's how it is. No wonder the violin felt so familiar to me. In the past, I thought I had that dream because I was jealous of Faye. But if the dream is real, and that was me playing, then who was that man in bed?
Do you have to draw the line? I can't even touch you now?
Zack, I'm going home. If I don't, my parents will worry.
You're still not well. Lie back down. I won't say it again.
Why?
Mr. Lang, you shouldn't tease her. He clearly cares about you, Mrs. Lang. He even stayed up all night watching over you. He just told us to make you something warm to eat.
Why are you staring? Want me to feed you?
I can do it myself.
To run. You need to get better first. Then you'll have strength to fight me.
Zach, since you're so worried that I'm cheating on you, why did you bring me back? Aren't you worried that I'll taint your sheets?
Such a sharp tongue. Guess you're not that badly hurt. As my wife, you're obliged to keep a distance from other men.
Dr. Hill and I are just friends. Besides, I'm your wife, Zach. I'm not your property. You hate it when I talk to other men, but what about your relationship with Faye? If she means that much to you, why not divorce me and marry her instead? Isn't that better? We'd both be free.
Free? You're that eager to leave me. Then why did you try to get my attention by copying Faye and learn the violin?
Copy her?
What else? Why else would you not know when you learn how to play the violin?
Fine. Think whatever you want. But I regret it now. You don't matter to me anymore.
Hasme, you'll say anything just to spite me, huh? Do you really think you can find a job? After you leave me, how much can you earn as a hotel server?
So it was you. No wonder every job turned me down with the same lame excuses. It was all you.
Hasme, just come back to me, and everything will be fine.
No.
Oh, really? The body doesn't lie. In these 3 years, I've kissed every inch of your body. I remember every inch of you. If you leave me, who can kiss you like I do? Who can please you like I can? Hasme, do you have any idea how seductive you look right now?
If he were this gentle in the past, I might have fallen for him again. But now all I feel is pity. I can't believe I wasted 3 years in a loveless marriage that's only about sex. Zach, if you really want it, you could just go to Faye.
You owed her. Never has said that. Hasme, you've become gorgeous, haven't you?
Indeed. Because you've never respected me. You forced me to perform for Faye and accused me of hooking up with other guys. Now, you're even humiliating me physically. This makes me certain I'll never go back to you and continue this broken marriage.
Who's texting you so late?
The moon last night was beautiful.
Men only send photos of scenery to someone they're in love with. Quit the charmer, Mrs. Lang. And you say nothing's going on?
Give it back!
How serious is this?
It's not!
Has he kissed you?
Zach! You're the one who's cheating on me with Faye. Yet you insist that I'm the unfaithful one. I've told you countless times that I'm not.
Why does it hurt so much to see her cry?
Mr. Lang, Miss Burke's leg is hurting badly. She wants to see you. Mr. Lang, Miss Burke wants to see you.
I've said this many times. If her leg hurts, she should see a doctor. I'm not one.
Noted. But there's another matter. It's about Sunrise Group's 100 million project.
I've got something urgent. Go to bed first.
Zach, you asked me why I want to divorce you. When you run off to Faye late at night, and I see you move mountains for her. I see you do it time and time again. It'll keep me up at night. But now, I couldn't care less.
Do you realize that the Sunrise Group project affects the company development for the next 6 months? Yet now you've messed it up.
But I already did the best I could. Mrs. Burton's gala is around the corner. We even went to help her prepare, but she was so arrogant and condescending. She kicked us out after a couple hours.
That's bullshit! You're a nobody. Compared to Mrs. Burton, why would she respect you?
Mr. Lang, Mrs. Burton said if the project is to continue, she wants to see your wife.
Esme. Tell her. I'll bring her to the gala tomorrow.
But Esme is just a homemaker. She knows nothing about the project or doing business. Even I got kicked out. So how can she help you?
She understands Mrs. Burton, though. Also, Nina, this is an order, not a discussion.
Mr. Lang, looks like Esme is the one you really care about.
Mr. Lang, Mrs. Lang left last night. I don't know where she went.
What? You need money, right? Esme, be my date to a gala. I'll give you 200,000. Stop the car.
Yes, Mr. Lang.
Could she be here? She's such a talented violinist. These past few years, I didn't care for her or try to understand her. I never expected to see this radiant, vibrant side of her. Dude, why is her style so similar to Mr. Vaughn's?
She's extraordinary. I have to introduce her to him. Got it!
Mr. Lang, isn't that Mr. Lowe from our biggest rival company? Even he's interested in Mrs. Lang.
Hey, pretty lady! Your violin skills are absolutely enchanting. May I have the honor of getting to know you?
I'm busy.
Don't go! I really want to know you! Miss Quinn! Miss Quinn! Where is she? Where'd she go?
Zach! This is the woman's changing room. You...
Keep your voice down, or you'll alert someone.
Zach, I don't owe you anything. I just want to do my job. Must you keep following me?
Do your job? But you're attracting so many guys. First Dr. Hell, and now Jack Lowe, the billionaire. You really are a femme fatale, huh? Change jobs. I'll arrange it.
Zach, do you even see me as a person? Or just a piece of property? You clearly don't love me anymore. This is just your need for control. I like my current job. I don't need your help.
You don't want anything from me. How did I never notice? how stubborn you are.
Zach, I saw what you text. What do you want from me now?
Mrs. Burton really likes you. She hopes you can help her with planning tomorrow's gala. Do it and 200,000 is yours. You might not even earn that much in a year from playing for the restaurant.
You must have spent at least $1 million on the fireworks for Faye, yet this is all you're giving me. I've already asked around about the Sunrise deal. It's worth billions. You're only paying me 200,000. I want 2 million.
That's a lot. Are you biting off too much?
I've been with you long enough to learn a few tricks. 2 million and not a cent less.
What if it doesn't work out?
That mean you're not up to par.
Looks like I'd better land this project then. Otherwise my wife will think I'm not good enough.
This is strictly business. Don't get handsy. Wire the 2 million over.
Okay. Who would have thought? My wife isn't just a dazzling violinist, but a shrewd negotiator too. Do you have any idea how irresistible you are right now?
This again. What now? Did Faye not satisfy you last night? Look at how shameless you are.
Last night nothing happened between Faye and I.
Save your breath. I have work to do.
Hey. Are you jealous? Ask me. You've learned the art of hypocrisy.
With the money? Dad can keep receiving treatment. That was my first time making a deal with the devil and taking a pound of flesh from Zach. Esme, you're going to make it. Everything will get better. How is it? Do you like it?
It's great.
Cheers.
Looks like you nailed the brief, Mrs. Lane.
It's just venue styling. It's basically what I did. I even display Monet's paintings. No one even knows the artist of these pieces you put on display.
Looks like you're unaware of Mr. Burton's reputation. His mistress's favorite artist was Monet. It's Mrs. Burton's biggest taboo.
What?
Also about the dining table. When socialites have tea, they use low tables. Only the staff use tall tables when they're resting.
I only did that too.
Worst still, Mrs. Burton's child is allergic to beans, yet you allowed Mrs. Burton's expensive pastry chef to use a red bean filling for everything. All because Zach likes it. You were too focused on showing off. You forgot. This is Mrs. Burton's gala, not the Lang's.
Point taken, Miss Lane. I need to use the restroom.
You ladies really take notice of these things.
It's Mrs. Burton's gala. Of course she comes first.
The queens have fallen behind, but we used to be influential too. Mrs. Lane, when did you learn how to be a homemaker?
It was because...
Mr. Lang has a serious gut condition. The pain is unbearable.
Helen, let me take care of him.
Hey.
Simmer on low for an hour, then stir in the lily bulbs. How is it? Is it good? Does it taste strange? I accidentally burnt it earlier. It's nothing. Don't worry.
You're right, Zach. 3 years ago, I never lifted a finger. In order to care for you, I learned how to cook, clean, and nurse. However, that's all in the past. It no longer matters, whether you know it or not.
I learned eventually.
Is that so? How have I never noticed how capable you are, Mrs. Lane?
Mrs. Lang, everyone loves the decor. I told them it was all you. They'd like to talk potential events with you.
With pleasure.
Beautiful, isn't she?
Indeed.
Years ago, my husband hooked up with another woman. People in our circles secretly mocked me. I was really depressed until I met Esme. When she was 5, she trailed behind her brother. So adorable. She danced ballet for me and cheered me up. During my darkest hour, she was the only one who pulled me through. I watched her grow up, become an adult, and marry. I am well aware of how kind and good she is. As long as you treat her well, I'll back Sunrise Group's projects.
Thank you, Mrs. Burton.
The project secured. But why am I not as happy as I thought I'd be? Ask me. Do you not want to be my wife because you feel suffocated? Mrs. Burton treated her marriage like a battlefield. Now she's rock solid. But you don't even want to be with me.
Drop me off here. Thank you.
The project's been secured. Mrs. Lane, I really ought to thank you.
Mr. Lang, I recall you've always been a professional. The 2 million doesn't include a sleepover.
Fine. I didn't eat much today. Mrs. Lane, can you make me some pasta?
I'm busy.
How does 100,000 sound? 200,000.
Fine. Once you're done, leave.
Bastard. Always using money to push me around.
My dad's in the hospital, sorrowing to care for him. This is a temporary rental.
You live here?
So what if I do? Of course, it's nothing compared to your villa. If you can't handle it, just go.
Ask me. You'd let go of my family's riches to stay in this dump. Do you hate the idea of being together that much?
Zach! Zach, aren't you here just to eat? You lied.
Esme, come home with me, okay?
I will never do that.
Please say yes.
Zach, we can't do this. We're about to get divorced. Don't make me hate you.
Fine. If I lose my temper, things will really get bad. It's not like she's never turned me down before. I've never backed down. But today, seeing how hurt she is, I can't bring myself to push it.
Zach, I bought us matching pajamas. Do you like them? Honey? I made you a different kind of sandwich. Try it. Zach, there's a new movie showing. Let's go see it, okay? Zach, I don't love you anymore. I don't.
Say that again, and see what happens. In the past, you were always Zach this, Zach that. You kept clinging to me. How can you just say you don't love me anymore? You truly are heartless.
Isn't Esme just some useless housewife? Why can't she play the violin and become the center of attention? Why is she always able to make Mr. Lang go crazy for her? I thought he didn't love her. Esme, if I can have him, then neither can you.
Esme, you bitch. Playing hard to get as expected. Since you're divorcing, you should get out of the way and never come back!
Faye, calm down. When Mr. Lang heard about your leg, he immediately got your international medical team. Clearly, he cares about you. Once you become Mr. Vaughn's student, you'll be more respected than ever. When that happens, you'll be worthy of Mr.
That's
Lang.
true. He does care about me. But I can't just do nothing about Esme.
Faye, are you saying that?
Since she refuses to let go, I'll make her let go.
Hello?
Esme, your dad's condition just got worse.
What? Sarah? What happened?
Esme, your dad was still fine this morning. I figured since he hadn't had a good meal in a while, I should go home and make some soup. I had only left his side for 2 hours, but he fell off his bed and broke a bone.
What?
Your dad was already weak to begin with. A fracture will only make things even worse. It just so happens that Dr. Hill is away on business. Esme, it's my fault for not taking good care of your dad. I'm sorry.
Sarah, I don't blame you.
What a coincidence, Miss Lane. Is something troubling you? You can tell me if something's wrong. Perhaps I can be of help.
You again. Why are you here? To gloat?
Miss Burke, I already told you. If it's a title you want, take it up with that cheater. I can't help you. I'm busy and don't have time for you.
Esme, after all these years, you're still so proud and snobby. Why didn't I just hit you along with your mom?
Mrs. Lane, take it easy. Actually, I came here to find you. I admit I didn't handle things well last time. I've been meaning to apologize. However, Sa was so worried about me. He didn't let me go out. He made me rest at home in case I get hurt bumping into something.
Are you here just to tell me that?
I know you're unhappy. But Zach isn't just good to me. He's good to my parents too. Those 5 villas that belongs to my dad were all from him. Plus, he wires $300,000 every month to my mom as pocket money. That said, it is true that you get only $100,000 a month, and that you have to beg Nina to approve it?
Mrs. Burke, what you're saying is, you're the mistress. Your parents don't think it's shameful, and they want to cash in on it too?
Hey! I'm just here to help. If you can't see that, forget it.
You help me?
You must have heard that. Zach arranged an elite medical team from overseas to treat my leg. These experts behind me are world-class and the best in their field. If you do as I say, I can have them take a look at your father's too.
Esme, don't listen to her. She's not that generous.
Doesn't matter to me. But that old man in the operating room may be running out of time. Behind me are the top orthopedic surgeons. Think of that.
My dad's here for his heart condition. His records haven't been updated yet. How do you know he broke a bone?
Bitch, it was you, wasn't it? Wasn't it? The doctor just found the fracture today and rushed him straight into surgery. Only Esme and I know about this. So how did you find out? Unless it was you, wasn't it? You did this, huh?
I did not! Let go of me!
You hurt my husband and now you want to leave? Explain yourself!
My leg!
Stop it.
Zach, help! Last time they injured me, and now they're pushing me. I think they're trying to kill me.
I'm not. I just want her to explain.
Enough.
Miss Berg just had surgery last week. Now that she fell, her wound might get torn open again.
It's so painful, Zach. Am I going to die?
Get her to the ward. And call over the best doctors in the city.
Zach, wait.
She's finally caving.
Can you assign a doctor to treat my dad?
You stopped me just to say this?
This morning, my dad suddenly broke a bone and got rushed into surgery. Also, no one else knew about it. I don't know how Faye found out.
So you suspect she did it? Do you have proof?
No. But she's definitely involved somehow.
So you heard a cripple on a mere hunch. What makes you think I let you have her doctors?
I
won't assign any doctors. Unless your stepmother goes to Faye and kneels until she's fully recovered.
What?
Zach!
Esme, if you just swallow your pride, I'll agree to anything you want. Why do you have to be so stubborn?
Zach, after 3 years, I thought you'd at least know me well. Now it looks like I was just fooling myself.
Esme, I've made things difficult for you again.
Sarah, it's not you. They're targeting me. I'm also the cause of Dad's suffering. Zach doesn't want to let me go, so Faye sees me as the enemy. It's all my fault.
Don't cry. I'm ready to go all in. It's just kneeling, right? I'll do it.
Sarah, it's not you. It's me Zach wants to see Neil. He just wants to cheer Faye up. All I want is to leave him live my life and take care of my family, but he just won't let me. It's okay, Sarah. I'll do it. As long as it means Dad can get better.
I'm back. I'll handle your dad's surgery.
And kneel until she's fully recovered.
Zach!
Were my words earlier too harsh?
Mr. Lang, this is Professor Crow, an orthopedic specialist. We brought him in for you. He specializes in fracture surgery.
The patient's inside, right?
Not this one. Come with me. No wonder you didn't beg me for help. You already have someone to rely on. How great is this George Hill anyway? Even if you don't love me, you're not allowed to love someone else. It won't be long before you come crawling back to me. Rest assured, the surgery went well.
George, I heard you were sent abroad for work. Since you rushed back, won't you get in trouble?
Don't underestimate me. The hospital values my expertise. As for your dad's injury, it is suspicious. Also, the CCTV outside his ward happens to be broken.
It's Faye's way of threatening me.
Esme, I never expected you to be so unhappy in marriage.
If there was a way, I wish I had never met Zach in this lifetime, let alone marry him. But it's fine. It'll all be over soon.
If you need anything, just tell me. Oh, yeah, if I guessed it right, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Esme, I know you think I'm being polite, but I'm not. If I could, I wish that... Forget it. It might scare you if I say it.
Thank you, George. You're so good to me, but I can't drag you down with me.
Move!
Let
Move.
go of me!
What are you doing?
Miss Quinn, right? Mr. Ling accused your stepmom of assault. There's solid evidence. We're about to take her to the station.
Ask me. My patience has its limits. There's no such thing as an amicable split. With me, it's all or nothing.
His recent rare shows of affection almost made me forget he's always been cold and utterly heartless. Since he can't get me back, he got Sarah arrested. Zach, are you trying to test my limits? Where's Zach?
Mr. Lang is in the meeting. Please wait here, Mrs. Lang.
But...
My wife and I have important matters to discuss. Pass the word that no matter who comes by, I won't see them.
Noted.
This again. In public, he pretends we get along and plays the role of a gentle, loving husband. In reality, I've always just been his accessory. He would even use my family as weapons against me.
Ask me. I told you. You come begging eventually. What do you want?
Zach, you know better than anyone why I'm here. You've ignored me the entire day. What will it take to let Sarah go?
Did you learn anything from what happened last time?
There's nothing going on between me and Dr. Hill.
Ask me. Being Mrs. Lane means you can't get close to other men. That's the deal. You overstepped, so now you pay the price.
What do you want for you to leave Sarah alone?
I'm a businessman, so I don't do bad deals. Plus, you're asking for a favor, so you should act like it, right?
So what do you want?
You know very well what I'm after.
You tried last night and I turned you down. What's the matter? I'm ready now. And you're scared?
You want to use your body to buy Sarah's way out. You'd sleep with the men here instead of going home to be the respectable Mrs. Lane.
Yes.
Ask me. All I want is for you to come back. Yet here you are disrespecting me. Seems like I've spoiled you too much. That's why you're so ungrateful.
Zach, what the hell do you want? I told you that I don't love you anymore. I don't love you.
So who's the person you love? Is it George Hill? You'll say whatever it takes just to get under my skin. Fine. Since you want to know why I won't let you go, I'll tell you. You wanted to sleep,
Let me
right?
go.
There's a place for that.
Let me go.
I've been wanting to go there.
Let me go. Zach, let go of me! You bastard! Let me go, Zach, you gross!
Cry, beg for mercy. Ask me. There's nothing I want that I can't have. Back then, you pushed open this exact door and slept with me. You kept insisting you went into room 1116. But the cameras caught everything. It was room 1115. Room 1115.
Esme, you're drunk, so I booked you a room. Room 116.
Room 1116? That can't be right. How could it be 11:15?
You went to that room on purpose. The next day, you had the media show up to catch us together. I had no choice but to marry.
That's not true!
Congratulations. You made it. You'll be Mrs. Lane for the rest of your life. Divorce isn't an option. Only death will part us. Remember this bag? I can help you to remember it better.
Zach! Is this how it's gotta be? Can we not do this today? Let go! Get off! Get off me!
Why the tears? You didn't seem to mind 3 years ago.
All this time, he's been thinking of me as some convenient woman. I'm Mrs. Lang on paper, but he just sees me as a hooker. But if I hadn't walked into the wrong room, none of this would have happened. I don't even know if I should hate him or hate myself.
Mrs. Lane, are you trying to kill me?
If you get hurt, no hospital in the city will treat my dad. And Josh will go to jail. I won't hurt you. I told you I didn't enter your room on purpose back then. Please believe me. You'll never believe me, will you? It's been 3 years. You've despised me for 3 years. I tried to leave, but you won't let me go. So I guess you'll hold this against me forever. I'll pay for what I did. For going into that room by mistake. For becoming your wife. For falling for you.
Esme, what are you doing?
I wish I could go back in time. I wish I had never gone through that door. Had never met you. How I wish for that.
Are you crazy?
I'm not crazy! I'm done being the pathetic Mrs. Lang with no dignity. I can't let Sarah rot in jail because of me. Is that good enough? If it isn't...
Fine! I'll drop the charges. Sarah can go home tonight. Esme! Someone! Call the ambulance! Hurry!
Miss Long lost a ton of blood, but we saved her. She's stable. But she's not really fighting to live.
Why does seeing her like this hurt so much? Esme, is it killing you to be with me? You're awake.
Mr. Long, Mrs. Long's mental state is in bad shape right now.
She's terrified of me. I'll be back.
Where's Sarah?
She's home. I had to drop the charges, or I'd lose my wife.
Zach, I want a divorce. I don't want to be Mrs. Lang anymore. We don't love each other, so why are we staying together?
Why don't you rest a little? I'll come later.
Hello, Sarah? Are you okay? I'm at work. Everything's fine.
You're a wimp with pain, but you didn't shed a tear this time. Ask me, are you really leaving me?
Mr. Lang, has Mrs. Lang not returned yet? Today's a special day.
How long has it been?
Mr. Lang, it's been 2 weeks.
2 weeks, huh? No wonder this place feels so quiet.
Dear, you're always too busy to take photos. I made something special for you. Look, I had someone composite this photo of us. It looks totally real. Nice, isn't it?
Just delusional. What's the point?
What do you mean by that? I'm putting this photo up in the living room so that whoever comes over will know I have a handsome husband. Dear, you've got a bad stomach, so cut back on the cold water. There's some warm water on the counter. Dear! Dear! You're back! Here, let me give you a massage.
She took everything with her. This is...
A car crash 3 years ago erased more than a decade of my past. I put on a brave face, just so Dad and Sarah wouldn't see how afraid I really was. My life turned into a colorless blank page. Then I met Zach. For reasons I couldn't explain, it felt like I'd known him forever. I've fallen for him, and my heart beats to the sound of his emotions. Today is our wedding day. Zach and I are officially husband and wife. It's the happiest day of my life. Zach's stomach is acting up, but I'm good at looking after people. I'll be the best wife I can. He brought me a gift from his business trip. He said he just picked it up casually, but I think he's starting to care about me. Zach? Zach!
She's so sweet.
Something happened today. My family's bankrupt, and Josh is under investigation for fraud. Hello? Zach, it's me.
Money again?
Yes.
All you ever talk about is money. I told you to deal with my assistant Nina.
Loving him feels exhausting. I don't want to love him anymore.
So that was the day. She stopped loving me. Grandma.
Zach, when are you bringing Esme over to visit? It's her birthday today, so wish her a happy one for me.
It's her birthday today?
Yeah. How could you forget something like that? What kind of husband does that?
No wonder. So that's why Sam said today is a special day.
Can we not do this today?
Now I get why she said not today. And yet
Get off! Get off me! I want a divorce. I don't want to be Mrs. Lang anymore.
There are plenty of women. I won't hold on to you over something that happened in the past. This is what you want, so I'll let you go. Mr. Ford, prepare a divorce agreement.
Mr. Lang, the agreement's done just like you asked. An apartment and $2 million in cash. Are you sure?
You think? With the Langs being one of the top names in Ginerva, people will laugh at us if this gets out. I'm letting her go. I'm being more than fair.
Esme, happy birthday.
This is the worst birthday ever.
Your arm. What happened? Did Zach hurt you?
I'm fine. Just a small mix-up. George, please don't mention this to my dad and Sarah.
You're hurt and you're still worried about others.
They mean the world to me. And they're all I have.
Your mom's dead, so what? You're just an illegitimate kid. Get lost!
Esme, you're so kind. I don't want anything to do with the Langs, but I'll fight them to protect you.
She's thrilled he remembered her birthday, so she wants a divorce because of him. You're terrified of me, yet so happy around another man. Do you love George that much?
Zach, what are you saying? No, I don't.
Really? So why are you scared? You won't even let me kiss you because of him, huh?
Zach, I know we lost our love, but is the trust gone too?
Asby, I plan to hand you the divorce agreement, but I changed my mind. You won't get away.
No!
It is what it is. Asby, you'll spend your whole life by my side. How does it feel losing your shot at freedom?
Zach, you gave me hope and then tore it up in my face. Do you think you can mock me and play with my feelings? I'd give up everything for a divorce.
But I don't want a divorce. Asmi, if I can't have you, George won't either. Besides, our marriage is key to Lane-Corp's image. So I don't want to get a new wife yet.
So I'm just an accessory to you. You're going to control my life just because you're possessive.
Look, everything has a cost. If there's no deal, it means the price isn't right. Ask me. Let's talk. You care about your dad's sickness and your brother's freedom. If you come back, I'll help you. If you refuse, your brother will rot in jail for 10 years.
It's ridiculous. I begged him before, and he ignored me. Now that I'm trying to leave, he won't let me go.
So you have made up your mind.
I want the best medical team for my dad, and the top lawyer for Josh.
Okay.
I want to earn my own money. I'm done asking for money from Miss Olsen. Also 2% of the company's shares.
When did you become so materialistic?
You want to make sure I can keep quiet about Faye, don't you?
Looks like you've learned how to negotiate.
Zach, you won't divorce me because you're scared I'll date someone else and sleep with them. Your ego's worth that price, isn't it? Besides, you treat your mistress well, so I deserve more.
Don't ever meet George. Or go to Gloria restaurant again. Otherwise, I can't promise I won't do something crazy.
Fine.
Well, since there's no way out, I might as well use this relationship to my advantage. When Dad recovers and Josh is out, I'm leaving. For good.
Esme, a private hospital costs a lot. Be honest with me. Are you?
Sarah, I've decided to go back to Zach. It's been rough lately. And life is easier as Mrs. Lang. Sorry you had to suffer with me.
Oh, don't lie to me. We're the ones who've been holding you back.
Don't worry, Sarah. I'll take care of myself this time.
Esme, Mr. Lang said when it's all settled, we're heading back. Go.
Miss Olsen, address me as Mrs. Lang.
What? Yes, Mrs. Lang. Esme seems different from before. She's aloof.
In the end, I'm back here.
Welcome home, Mrs. Lang.
This time is not about love. My love for Zach is meaningless. Now, I'm simply Mrs. Lang.
Mrs. Lang, come. The crab dish Helen made looks amazing. Here's the wine that you like.
After 3 years, I know very well he's feeling victorious. After scheming to get me back. What he really wants isn't food or wine.
Zach, we don't have to do this.
Do what?
There's no love between us, so no need to pretend. I'll just take what I need.
So obedient and cute. That's my Mrs. Lane. Why?
We didn't take precautions. Gotta take this. Dear, which color looks better?
What is this for?
Karen and Susie keep urging me to have a baby. I saw these cute shoes on the way home, so I bought them. Maybe they'll come in handy.
I have no plan for kids. She was so eager for a kid. Now she's taking pills. Don't. Once in a while is fine.
Better safe than sorry.
She's doing it because of me, but somehow I'm not happy. Asmi, you can't go without my permission. Asmi! Asmi! Why did I dream of that? Asmi. Asmi! She loves me. Now that she's back, she'll stay. Nothing to worry about. Why didn't you wake me?
You work too hard and need more rest.
I'll join you.
It's fine.
Helen.
I'm done eating.
The ring?
Huh? Zach, don't toss the ring.
You used to treasure this ring. Where is it?
It's too valuable. I'm keeping it safe, so I don't lose it.
Liar. You were never worried before.
Zach, people can change.
So you've changed too. Are you going to keep a distance from me forever?
Zach, we agreed no feelings, remember? I just have to play the part of Mrs. Lang. Thanks for my dad's hospital arrangement. And don't forget, Josh's lawyer. Keep me updated.
Ma'am, men like obedient women. Just go along with him, and life gets easier.
I used to obey him so much, but life wasn't any easier. Might as well live for myself, secure my own footing, and leave.
She's right. I just wanted her back. She's not needy anymore. So why do I feel annoyed?
Zach, are you crazy? You actually gave 2% of Lynx Corp's shares to Esme.
You're well informed.
Do you know? 2% of the shares could make our family rich for life. As we get here, I really underestimated you. You're bold.
Give us a moment. They're only in her name. She can take the evidence, but she can't sell them.
Don't fool yourself. Zach, you don't even love her. You just can't stand seeing her with someone else. You've never changed. What's yours has to stay yours, even if it's ruined.
I'm just something to own. Whatever. I'm done loving him anyway. I'll take what I need and go.
When Dad cheated, you ruthlessly got rid of the mistress and her child. I learned from you.
You're out of your mind.
Esme, you're the only one fit to be Mrs. Lang. No one but me can pass judgment on you.
This should be where George meant.
You're up first.
Hi, could I borrow a violin from you?
A pro violinist's instrument is always custom-made. She doesn't even have one.
She's in the wrong place.
Sure, we have one for backup, though the quality isn't great.
It's fine.
Okay.
Next.
Here, try it.
Thanks.
Thanks. Next. Henry, he's good. Thank you. Next.
I'm one of the best violinists in town. I performed solo in Crescent Hall last year. How could you reject me?
Thank you.
He's the best among us, but they dropped him?
Well, Mr. Vaughn runs a tight ship. Looks like we don't stand a chance. Let's leave.
Hey, don't go. Henry, he actually played pretty well.
Yeah, not bad, but not good enough. If we recruit him, you're on your own when Mr. Vaughn blows up.
True. Once you've had someone like Ella, everyone else just seems average. We met a talent at Gloria restaurant last time, but she vanished. Geniuses aren't easy to find, are they?
Talents like that are hard to find.
Huh? There's one more.
Huh? It's her! What's your name?
I'm Esme Quinn.
Esme Quinn?
Quickly, tell Mr. Vaughn that we found her.
Who's Mr. Vaughn? Aren't you here for the interview?
You play the violin. And you don't know who Mr. Vaughn is?
Graham Vaughn, the top violinist in the country. With a stellar global reputation. They're introducing me to someone that incredible? Why does he look kind of familiar?
I didn't see you just now. Are you okay? You feel a bit warm. Are you sick?
I just had a migraine. I'm fine. I went to the wrong venue. But I got lucky and found a job. They said they'll take me to a party tomorrow to meet Mr. Vaughn, who seems to be their boss.
Great. I heard you went back to the Lawn family. Are you doing okay?
Don't see George. Or go to Gloria restaurant ever again. Otherwise, I might do something rash.
I can't bring trouble to George. I'm fine. Then I'll get going.
Zach doesn't want you to see me, right? If that's the case, I'll try to keep my distance so you won't get into trouble. But you really should go see a doctor.
Who did you meet? Your eyes are so red.
No one.
Good. I know my wife listens to me.
Zach, do you see me as a person or as your pet?
Zach, Carol is back. The whole gang is here for her birthday. Come join us.
Carol, Zach's childhood friend, who's always had a crush on him.
That depends on whether my wife will let me go.
All right, save the sweet couple act. I'll ask her.
I'm right here. No need to ask me. Just go ahead and have fun.
She knows Carol likes me and still let me go. That's a first.
Why am I having a fever again?
You know Carol too. Why don't we go together and pick up a gift for her on the way?
Okay.
Come on!
Come on,
Hey,
cheers!
Come on, cheers!
Zach!
Zach! Why is Zach's wife here too?
She probably insisted on tagging along.
Everyone knows she's obsessed with Zach. Wherever he goes, she follows him like a shadow.
All these guys are Zach's friends. They know he doesn't love me, so they despise me too. I used to live just for Zach, but not anymore.
Carol, happy birthday.
Wow! Esme gave her love rival a gift. That's so unlike her.
She's acting more and more like the perfect wife, but I don't feel any joy.
It's just some trick to get Zach's attention. Zach, let's play Truth or Dare. This round is Truth. Whoever the bottle points to has to say who they like. Esme, no matter what you do, Zach will never like you. I'll make sure you see that clearly. Why is it pointing at Esme?
Forget it. We all know she's crazy about Zach.
Let's just drink and spare ourselves a love show.
Cheers!
Come on, cheers!
They've always made fun of me like this. But today, I'm not gonna put up with it.
No one.
What?
I like no one.
Esme, have you lost your mind? Do you hear what you're saying?
Even if you pretend not to care, Zach won't think any better of you. Everyone knows you're crazy about him and schemed your way into becoming his wife. If you don't love him anymore, just leave and let someone else have him.
Leave? And after that, you think you can have him?
What do you mean?
You grew up with Zach. You should know he does whatever he wants. If he liked you, he would have chosen you.
You're mocking me?
He doesn't love either of us. Instead of chasing him, you should start loving yourself.
Why is she so different now? Then, who does Zach actually like? Don't tell me it's that cripple. I'd rather lose to you than her.
Zach, stop that. I don't feel well.
You like no one, huh?
Zach, after I stopped loving you, being your wife suddenly feels easy.
You really know how to push my buttons.
Zach, didn't you hate being loved by me? Well, I don't anymore. Shouldn't you be happy? You just wanted a submissive wife. I'm back now, so why are you still mad? What do you really want?
She's right. I just wanted her to come back. But now that she's here, why do I still want more? Yes?
Mr. Lane, Faye wanted to buy a new dress for her big night tomorrow, but her wheelchair tripped over.
Where are you going?
You go to see Faye. I can go home alone. Faye's parents are with her. It's already so late. Why do you have to go? Zach, can you please stay?
Back then, whenever I went to see Faye, she always tried to stop me. But now there's no jealousy in her eyes at all. She doesn't care about Carol. And even Faye doesn't bother her anymore. Why does it feel like I'm just her boss and she's my employee now? You're just doing your job as my wife, with zero respect for me.
Zach, are you upset with me because I embarrassed you? When I said I don't love you anymore, I can take it back. I can also pretend to be jealous, to make you feel better.
Oh, can you? She's been nothing but sweet and compliant since she returned, like the perfect machine. But the more she acts like this, the more it drives me crazy.
Zach! Honey!
I want to tear off that fake smile. I want her to beg me and call my name like she used to. I want her to love me. That's it. I want her to love me. Well, no man can resist the pretty woman, especially after 3 years together. So it's normal to feel something.
Why are you still here? Shouldn't you go now? Or Faye will get anxious. Why does he look angrier?
How gracious of you.
You wanted me to come back and I did. You told me not to see George and I blocked him. What else do you want from me?
I want old Mrs. Lane.
The old me?
The old Mrs. Lane would get jealous. She followed me around, take good care of me, and even hand wash my clothes. Ask me. I used to hate that you loved me. But after all these years, I guess I've gotten used to it. So, you can continue loving me. Why are you laughing?
Do you see me as a person or a pet? You summon me when you're happy. And when you're not, you still want me to hang around and wait on you with all my heart, right?
Why can't you just go back to how it was before?
Because I was stupid then. I don't want to live that way anymore. How many times do I have to tell you I've stopped loving you?
So you don't love me? And you love George now?
This has nothing to do with him.
You're lying. You two are so close. Guess I've been too nice to you. So you're pushing your luck. Don't forget, you used dirty tricks to make me marry you. And because I failed to see Faye that night, she ended up crippled.
What are you doing?
Since you'd rather do anything else than love me, come with me somewhere, or I'll apologize right now. You'd rather do anything else than love me, huh? Ask me. Let's see how long you can keep up with that attitude.
Esme?
Mr. Lang, this woman's stepmother hurt my daughter. We choose not to make a fuss. But you brought her here?
Relax. She came to look after Faye.
What?
Mr. Lange, are you serious?
From today on, she'll be Faye's caregiver. Ask me. Right?
Here we go again. He's trying to humiliate me to make me give in. Miss Burke saved your life. Taking care of her is the least I can do.
Great. I need to take my medicine. Go prepare it for me.
You're so good at this.
This is what I've always been doing. And taking care of you back then wasn't exactly easy.
Then take good care of her. If anything goes wrong, it's on you. It's on you.
Zach, you'll never understand. Physical pain is nothing compared to emotional wounds. I can swallow my pride for my father and brother. But I'll never let you trample on my feelings again.
Mr. Lang actually made Esme take care of you.
He's never liked her anyway. And she always makes him angry. She deserves this.
I used to be a maid for the Quinn's family. Funny how things have turned around. You better be careful. If Mr. Lang finds out you didn't save him.
What are you talking about? I did save him.
Ah, right, my bad. You're the one who saved him.
Mom, find me the best and most expensive gown. Tonight will be the biggest moment of my life. I want to win over Mr. Vaughn. And then Zach.
Sure, leave it to me. When Mr. Lang sees you tonight, he'll be blown away.
Esme, the medical team Mr. Lang hired is really good. Your dad's condition has improved a lot.
If Dad and Josh can be saved, it'll all be worth it.
My fever is spiking.
Miss Quinn, Mr. Wong will be at Holden Hotel tonight. You had to come. I can't wait to introduce you to him.
Holden Hotel. But I can't go right now.
Faye is going to Holden Hotel. Come up and help her.
What a coincidence.
It's been 3 whole years. I wonder how she's doing now.
Mr. Vaughn, we found someone really talented. She seemed a bit rusty at first, like she hadn't played in years. But once she found her rhythm, her performance was mind-blowing. I'm sure you'll be impressed.
You really speak so highly about someone. What's her name?
Oh, Esme Quinn.
Esme Quinn? This name sounds familiar. Eh? Mr. Lang, any updates?
Ella has been missing for years. We barely have any leads, but we're still looking.
This student of mine used to juggle violin lessons and taking care of her boyfriend. He was in a coma. If I'd known he would ruin her life, I would have stopped her.
Her boyfriend was in a coma? Sir, would you mind stepping into the lounge to share more?
Sure.
Has Esme given in? Looks like I've been too soft on her. That's why she's so stubborn and refuses to back down. Let her stay with the Bergs. Tell them not to go too far.
Yes. See that? That's Mr. Lang's new favorite. I heard the dress she's wearing costs a fortune. Mr. Lang really spoils her. He even bought her parents a villa, with drivers and staff included. Mr. Lang is so nice to you. This ballroom is huge.
But, Mom, Do we really have to let Esme come out with us?
Of course. Everyone thinks you're the other woman. You should use this chance to show everyone that Mr. Lang has no feelings for Esme. She can't compare to you at all. I even picked out a cheap dress for her. Just wait and enjoy the show.
But Mr. Vaughn...
He'll be here last. We just need to kick Esme out before that.
Good point.
Who's that lady? She's stunning.
You don't know?
She's Mrs. Lang.
What? Her dress looks so cheap, and she's not wearing jewelry. Yet somehow she outshines everyone else here.
Faye's essentials are all in here. Take it.
I want a drink. Get me one.
They say Mr. Lang spoils Miss Burke. This really proves that. Making the wife serve the mistress? That's unheard of.
I don't like oranges. Get me something else. Not this one either. Try again.
What makes a cripple think she can act all high and mighty here?
What did she say?
Who are you? Mind your words.
You don't even know who I am. You're not worth knowing then. I may not like you, but you're a queen. You're a lady of high society. Even if your family has fallen, you shouldn't let her push you around.
Attending to her and being Mrs. Lang are just part of my job.
You weren't like this before. I can accept losing to you. At least you're pretty. But I can't accept losing to some gold digger.
Who are you calling a gold digger?
Am I wrong? Your dad was Quinn's driver, and your mom was their maid. A lowly woman like you is trying to marry up to climb the social ladder? Am I right? The Quinns sent you abroad out of kindness. And look what you did. You tried to steal Esme's husband, biting the hand that feeds you.
You're going too far.
Am I? You've got no looks and no talent. After all these years abroad, all you learned was stealing men. Did your college teach you how to be a homewrecker? Esme is too kind to put you in your place. And you've got the cheek to humiliate her.
Shut up!
Get your hands off me! That's... Oh, they're adult diapers too. She can't even hold it in. How embarrassing.
I get it now. You told her to come and humiliate me, right? I'll make you pay for it!
Mr. Vaughn's story about Ella sounds just like how Faye used to take care of me. The only difference is that Ella went missing after a car crash. Wait, a car crash? Esme got into one too. Such a coincidence.
Mr. Lang! Something happened. Outside.
Mr. Vaughn, sorry, but I have to leave now.
Sir, Faye got into a fight in the lobby. Do you really want to take a person like that as your student?
Yeah, she's awful.
If we want to find Ella, Mr. Lang is our only hope.
Let's leave it at that.
This is Esme Quinn's CV?
Yes.
Mr. Vaughn, I want an award. Mr. Vaughn, I've fallen for someone. He's sick, but I'll take care of him until he's well.
Mr. Vaughn, why are your eyes so red?
She She's your senior? Ella!
What?
Let go!
Faye. Mr. Lang, I'm glad you're here. Faye asked Esme to get her a drink. Not only did Esme refuse, but she also humiliated Faye with another woman. I think she's trying to ruin my daughter.
That's not true.
You're denying it. You deliberately dropped those things from the bag to embarrass Faye. She has trouble walking. What's wrong with carrying a few diapers? As for the undergarment, she has every right to wear what she wants.
Mom, please stop.
All right, I'll stop after this. Mr. Lang, no matter what, Faye saved your life. Back when you were in a coma, she cared for you day and night and played the violin for you. Now she's being shamed in public. You need to stand up for her.
Do you have anything to say?
I didn't do that. That's the truth.
Mr. Lang, if you don't defend Faye, she'll never be able to hold her head up again.
They're all laughing at me. If I had known it'd come to this, I might as well have died in that car accident.
I know Esme wouldn't stoop so low. She was raised better than that. But she couldn't care less about being wronged. She just doesn't care about me.
Why am I feeling worse? I need to go to the hospital.
This isn't settled. You're not going anywhere. You're supposed to look after Faye. Not only did you not watch her things, but you made her a laughingstock. You need to take full responsibility.
I knew it. Zach is on my side.
Me take responsibility?
That's right. Admit these things are yours. And apologize to Faye on your knees.
You want me to take the fall for her? And be the laughingstock? Zach Lang, do you even hear yourself? I used to think you were just cold, and that you didn't know how to love. And after 3 years, I thought maybe I had warmed your heart of stone a little. But it turns out, you're just heartless. So she's the one who matters, and I'm nothing?
That's right. She's more important than you. Esme, just apologize. Just be sweet and gentle to me like before. And beg me not to help Faye.
Enough! I didn't do it. And I'm not apologizing.
You won't apologize?
Yes. Faye Burke saved you, not me. But why should I take the blame?
You ruined Faye's life. Listen, if someone's going down tonight, it won't be my daughter. Kneel! 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 Get on your knees! Kneel!
Stop! Don't touch her! Ella, it's really you!
What did you say?
Mr. Lang, she's Ella, the student I asked you to help me find.
She's Ella? Then what you just told me...
This student of mine used to juggle violin lessons and taking care of her boyfriend, who was in a coma.
Why do you know this, Gina? Where did you learn it? Tell me!
I don't know.
No wonder she could play that. No wonder.
The car accident 3 years ago erased over 10 years of my memories. I often get this feeling that I've known Zach for a very, very long time.
So you're a Ella.
Zach, I don't feel well.
Was it really you who brought me out of the coma?
Of course it was me.
Really?
I'm screwed. He's going to find out the truth, and I can't hide it anymore.
Ella? Sir, you must be mistaken. That's not my name.
I'm Graham Vaughn, your mentor. I taught you violin. In Merlin. Don't you remember?
I do play the violin, but I learned it from my mother. You've got the wrong person.
Learned it from your mom? That's impossible. You're Ella.
I'm not feeling well. Mr. Vaughn, please let go of me.
Mr. Vaughn, this must be a mistake. Esme has never been abroad, and her violin skills are barely passable. No way she's the legendary Ella.
Speak for yourself.
You...
What did you people do to her? She's burning up after just one day with you.
We didn't do anything.
Mr. Lang!
How come she doesn't remember me? What has she been through these past 3 years?
Her fever isn't too high, but she's exhausted. She must have been overworked at the Berks and didn't get any rest.
Cut back on their funding. You're awake. You still have a fever. Where are you going?
To the Berks.
Why would you go back? After what they did to you?
Zach, if you hadn't brought me there, none of this would have happened, would it?
Esme. You know this was never my intention. I just wanted you back. Back with me.
I'm back, aren't I?
You may be back, but your heart isn't. I want a gentle woman you used to be. The caring wife who loved only me.
Love you? Zach, after everything, why should I still love you? I finally built a life of my own, but you had to drag me back, making me wear what you like and keep my hair the way you like it. Now I stay home and play the role you want me to. Isn't that enough? Why do you still want me to love you? Am I that pathetic?
Do you resent me that much? For making you come back?
Yes! You were the one who said everything has a price. Even love and marriage. So why are you still not satisfied? What more do you want from me?
I want you to love me like you used to.
If you want love, go to Faye Burke. Not me.
So you do feel disgusted by a cheating husband. I thought you didn't care about anything anymore.
So, you find yourself disgusting too?
You!
Ma'am, the porridge is ready.
Helen, prepare a guest room for Mr. Lang. I don't want to get him sick too.
You're kicking me out? Don't bother. I'm flying out tonight for an early meeting tomorrow. She didn't even ask about my trip like she used to.
Mr. Lang, hold on.
Did she send you?
Yes. Mrs. Lang asked you to take care of yourself and not to push too hard at work. Even when she's sick, she's still worried about you. She really cares.
Care? She probably hopes I suffer. The more the better. Maybe she doesn't want me to come back.
If she means so much to you, why did you keep breaking her heart before?
Not even a message. Are you really that cold-hearted?
Dr. Hill, your speech was brilliant. We still have a few questions.
Maybe next time. A friend of mine is sick. I need to go see her.
If you're so worried, she's not just a friend. A girlfriend, maybe.
Not yet.
Dr. Hill, shouldn't you be in the hospital? Why are you here?
Same as you. I was invited.
I didn't know you were so popular. I'm leaving in a hurry to see my wife. What about you? Are you rushing to see someone else's wife?
Oh, now you care. You made Esme look after your mistress, and didn't even know when she had a fever. Is that your idea of love?
That's why I'm going back to make up for not being there before. Couples fight, but I always make up. Dr. Hill, you should get married soon. Then you'll know what it's like. Esme, George shows you a bit of kindness, and you're hooked. You're just crave love, don't you? I can give you that. I always get what I want.
Zach, is she a person to you? Or something you own? If you won't cherish her, I'll go back. Dad, Esme, let me protect you now. You belong to me.
I'm Mr. Vaughan, your mentor. I taught you violin in Merlin. Don't you remember?
Does Ella look like me?
Ma'am, this is bad. Miss Birkin, her mom is here. You actually dared to come out!
This is my home, why wouldn't I?
So, it was you, wasn't it? You held a grudge, so you had Mr. Lang cut out funding. You bitch! I won't let you off!
Mrs. Burke, get your facts straight. I may be divorcing Zach, but until it's finalized, I'm still his wife. And your daughter is just a mistress. I wasn't involved in the funding cut. But even if I was, as Zach's spouse, I'm entitled to do that.
Let go of me!
There's something fishy. About my dad's accident, all the security cameras happen to be broken.
Esme, you have no proof. Let go of my mom.
I may not have proof now, but you'd better pray I never find any. Because if I do, I'll make you pay for it.
Mrs. Lane, please show mercy. I need medication and treatment every month. Without the money, I can't afford any of that.
That's not my problem.
Zach, she's driving me to the edge. Please help me.
You're not even upset. Faye showed up at your house. Mrs. Lane, do I mean nothing to you now? Esme, let's talk.
Okay. I'll be in the living room.
Great. I knew Mr. Lane cared about me. Esme is finished.
I told you before, no matter what, my house is off limits.
But she cut out family's funding!
I ordered that.
You did? Why would you?
No reason. Helen! Arrange a car. Send Miss Burke and Mrs. Burke to the hospital. Don't let him in again, without my permission.
Is it because of Esme?
I told you, my house is off limits. Leave now.
Zach! Don't tell me you've fallen for her!
He's angry now. You should leave. Ma'am, Madam Tuck.
Where's Zach?
Madam Tuck came just now. Something doesn't seem right, ma'am. You should go take a look.
My mother-in-law doesn't like me. I'll stay out of this.
Your dad went behind my back and secretly contacted that passport. How could he do this to me? How could he?
Calm down.
Is this the only thing you know how to say? Don't look at me like that. You're as heartless as your dad. You don't even care even when I've been reduced to this.
No one taught me how to. Did they?
David Lay! What's so special about that woman and her son? Don't ever come back after you walk out! Mom, don't cry. You still have me. Go away! He wouldn't have cheated if I hadn't carried you! You're a curse!
You called me a curse. You took out your hatred for Dad on me. You even forced him to come home by nearly starving me to death. Mother, when did you teach me to love?
You never will. You really are a heartless freak.
Sorry that I scared you.
I didn't expect him to have that kind of childhood. No wonder he's so emotionally detached.
This skirt is pretty. Seems like you had fun while I was away.
Zach, I'm still on my period.
Let Helen make you soup. Keep warm.
I didn't think you knew how to show care.
Don't mock me. This time, I got a gift for you. The top international lawyer, Sophie. She's got a perfect win record. She's agreed to defend your brother.
Sophia Miller? Are you serious?
You're so happy. Yet I don't get a thanks for making it happen. Asmi, I have something to tell you. You're the only woman I've ever been with. I know you're bothered by Faye, but we've never been intimate. I only have one wife.
I've tried many times to save our marriage, but I failed. Eventually I gave up. And now you're telling me this?
I've never really loved anyone. I don't know what's it like to love. If I tell you I'll never meet Faye again, ask me, can we start over again?
Even if you guys were never physical, it changes nothing.
Nothing?
Yeah. Zach, we ended whatever we had long ago.
I'm not emotionless. I can feel my heart waking up because of his words. It's throbbing. But another woman is already involved. He might mean his worst today, but tomorrow he'll leave me again just because Faye called him.
Don't turn me down just yet. Give me another chance. I just need a month to prove myself and show you my sincerity. Let me be the man you deserve.
I've never doubted your sincerity, but feelings can just change.
Mrs. Lang and Mr. Lang sent me.
Where is he?
He asked me to give this gown to you. As for him, he's preparing a grand birthday surprise for you.
So he really meant what he said last night.
What about my stuff?
Mrs. Lang, you don't need it. Mr. Lang has handled it and is waiting on the yacht.
Zach?
Today's our wedding. Zach and I are officially husband and wife now. This is my diary. Zach isn't feeling well. Luckily, I'm good at caring for others. I'll be the best wife I can. This time, he got me a gift from his business trip. Zach?
Esme, I only realized how much you mean to me after almost losing you. You've been my whole life for the past 3 years. You're like air to me. I can't live without you.
Zach.
I know. I know I've done many things that hurt you deeply. And I know it's hard to trust me again. You came back to me because you had no choice. But now I understand better. Come back to me. Fall in love with me again.
Where are you now?
Don't panic. We didn't celebrate your last birthday. I got you a gift this time. That night your dad was admitted because of Josh's news. I ignored you, and you found out I was celebrating Faye's birthday. That was when I lost you, right?
Lane Corp CEO Zach Lane booked out a restaurant and lit up the skies for his love.
Esme, I regret it. So, I arranged these fireworks for you. Let's start over, okay? This time, be my wife for real.
My mind is screaming no. But my heart can't help skipping a beat. I know I'm pathetic. But Zach, can I trust you this one time?
Don't answer me now. I'm coming to the yacht. I want to hear it in person.
Mr. Lang!
I'm busy. Tell me tomorrow.
Mr. Lang! Faye attempted suicide.
What?
Then she was given the wrong meds. She's in a coma now. It's critical.
I can just go see her and come back quickly. I thought I was in control.
Zach.
I thought she'd forget me no matter what. But I never knew my arrogance would cost me the last chance I had to keep her.
I guess I was mistaken. Zach, I've loved you for 3 years. Let's try it. One last time.
Faye's going to be Mr. Lang's wife. If you don't give me an explanation, Zach will make sure this hospital shuts down. You'll all end up on the streets.
He's here. Shut up if you want Faye to live.
Mr. Lang, you're finally here. Faye was heartbroken after you kicked her out yesterday. At night, she swallowed half a bottle of sleeping pills. Luckily, we found her in time and pumped her stomach. But this careless nurses gave her the wrong meds!
Mr. Lane, we gave her the prescribed meds. This shouldn't have happened.
This is still your fault. Sir, I heard you transferred Esme's parents to this hospital. Maybe they did this. They're upset at how much you love Faye, so they did this to her.
Get the best doctors in the country to treat her. Also, call the cops.
Okay.
What? Call the cops?
Shouldn't we report this serious poisoning?
Yes, of course we should. Mr. Lange,
Faye once saved your life. Because of it, she can barely walk. You have to save her.
Miss, we're closing soon.
I don't think my friend's coming. I'm sorry for the trouble.
Wait. Where are you going? You haven't paid.
He hasn't paid? Then I'll settle it.
Mrs. Lang, you don't need it. Mr. Lang has handled it and is waiting on the yacht. Miss, it's really late now. All the other guests have left. We stayed back because of you. But you can't pay? Trying to dine and dash?
I wasn't going to. I just forgot my purse.
Then pay with your phone. It's all online now.
But my phone's dead.
You've got no purse and a dead phone. Who are you lying to? I knew something was off about you. Turns out you came to dine and dash. Such a pretty girl. Why would you do this?
It's not like that. It's Lang Corp's CEO, Zach Lang. Do you know him? He invited me here. I'm Mrs. Lang. Why not send the bill to Lang Corp first?
You're Mrs. Lang. You're lying. We all met his girlfriend. She's in a wheelchair. Last time he booked the entire restaurant and spent millions on fireworks for her.
The fireworks were here last time?
Exactly. Mr. Lang treats his girlfriend really well. You can't steal him with just your looks. He's crazy in love, so he won't even look at you. You can't pay, yet you claim to be Mrs. Lang. You're shameless. Call the cops.
No, don't!
Huh? Mrs. Lang, are you all right?
Who knew she's actually Mrs. Lang? So what? Her husband chose a woman in a wheelchair over her.
Mr. Lang went too far. He got you arrested. You've been wronged.
Where's Zach?
He's in the hospital. Mrs. Lang! Mrs. Lang!
Mr. Long. Miss Burke's situation is risky. Make sure you don't upset her.
Zach.
He said you're better now. Rest well. Stay calm.
Zach, you know how much I love you, so why do you always push me away? I know my injuries makes me unworthy of you. If you don't care about me, I might as well be dead.
You saved me. I won't leave you.
Really? Then why did you accuse me because of Esme? You cut off my funds and even brought her to the restaurant. Zach, have you fallen in love with her?
Miss Burke's situation is risky. Make sure you don't upset her.
No, I haven't.
And why are you nice to her?
After all, she's my wife. Her presence helps to shield you from the media. The nicer I am, the more obedient she is. The nicer I am, the more obedient she is.
I knew it. You still love me.
I've never really loved anyone. I don't know what's it like to love. I'll never meet fate again. I'll show you my sincerity. I arranged these fireworks for you. Let's start over, okay?
I imagined so many scenarios on my way here. I thought you left me alone because something happened to you. Who knew you abandoned me for Faye again? You've even brought Faye to the same restaurant before. So all this effort is just to use me as a shield for Faye? Zach, what am I to you? Your so-called love and loyalty really make me sick.
You bitch. As long as you're alive, Mr. Lange will never fully focus on Faye. Since you didn't die back then, I'll finish the job today. Die!
No, die! I won first place again. No matter
Watch
what,
out!
I'll still love you.
So close.
So close.
I see. So that's what happened 3 years ago. I'm Ella.
Mom, do I have to join you now?
Esme! Esme, are you okay?
George, I think I finally remember who I am. Zach, I really like you. I was giving a speech. At the opening ceremony, I blanked out, and you helped me. That's when I started falling for you.
I don't care who you are. You're always Esme to me. You'll be fine. Let's get help. Let's go. Esme, you're awake.
I had always told myself it was just a dream. It turns out everything is real. So, I was the one who saved Zach 3 years ago.
No wonder. I thought he looked familiar. When I came back and saw him...
Esme, are these memories about Zach?
I lost my mom when I fell for him. This time, I almost lost my life too. Tell me, why can't we turn back time? Then I wouldn't have to meet him, let alone marry him.
Esme, if your mom sees you suffering like this, she'd be hurt.
My mom loved me so much. She raised me on her own after the divorce. She supported me when I wanted to learn the violin. She was always there to watch my performances. But I caused her death. I even forgot about her.
It's not your fault. You've suffered a lot.
Yeah. They ruined my life. They took my memories and erased my past. They trampled on my self-esteem and made me Mrs. Lang into someone anyone could humiliate and mock. I became a joke. George, I want to leave Zach. I'll make the culprit pay. 3 years. It's time for payback.
Esme, I'll support you, no matter what.
Hello? Mr. Vaughn? It's me, Ella.
Mr. Lang, I didn't expect Miss Burke's condition to be so serious. You've been taking care of her these days without any rest.
She's my savior after all.
Right, your phone. Mrs. Lang has been calling.
All right. She must have asked where I've been. Did you tell her?
I've been in the hospital with you ever since that night. I never saw Mrs. Lang.
You didn't pick Esme up?
You didn't tell me to pick her up.
Oh, these are from that night. Could she...
Zach?
You're here.
This is our home. Where else could I be?
Right. She must have gone home on her own that day. I don't know why I panicked.
Did something happen 3 days ago? Why did you suddenly leave?
The company's factory in Hydra had some issues. I went to handle it. I didn't get to tell you.
No wonder you look tired. I made this for you. I'll feed you.
You're so caring. Don't worry. I'll always have energy for you.
You ignored me for 3 days, and now you care about me? You were with Faye, yet you still have the nerve to say that? Zach, you truly disgust me. Since you want to act, fine, I'll play along.
Right. While you were gone, my dad left some files here. You might need to sign them.
You can sign them.
I wouldn't dare. All the jewelry I used before had to be signed off by Miss Olsen. If I signed them, Miss Olsen might not approve them.
I see. You're still holding a grudge. Okay, I'll sign.
Here, one more. Is it good?
Yes. Whatever you make is good. Though, it tastes more like Hallett's cooking. I prefer your cooking.
Then I'll cook for you next time. Hello?
Esme, we've arranged everything. Just say the word, and we can process your travel papers. You'll be Ella. He'll never find you.
I can't just walk away. After 3 years of pain and effort, losing my mom, and everything they did to me, it's time I return the favor.
But you know how Zach is. Leave before he finds out. If he suspects something, you won't be able to leave.
It's okay. He can't stop me this time.
Mr. Lane, Faye is in pain. She wants to see you.
Be right there.
Zach? You're leaving again?
I have to get back to Hydra. I'll be back soon. Be good.
But I just had a nightmare. I dreamed that Josh is still suffering in jail. I'm scared to sleep alone. Can you stay with me?
It'll be okay. If you're that worried, I'll have Sophie push the hearing as early as possible to get Josh released. I paid her $20 million. Don't worry. Josh will win.
Thank you, dear. Then I'll wait for you at home.
What'd you say?
Dear.
I haven't heard that in a while. Esme, I love when you're like this. Don't worry, I'll be back soon.
Zach, you just like the good girl attitude. What you feel for me isn't real. Hello?
Esme, we found evidence regarding the car accident. Also, the man who hit you is Faye's dad.
This family is truly evil. Okay. Call Mr. Vaughn. Let's end this. We should pick a good day for it. "3 days from now."
3 days. After that, are you really leaving? Don't come back. You're a world-class violinist. If it weren't for the accident, you would have gained worldwide fame by now. Esme, the world is huge. Fly. Never, ever come back.
Okay.
Why do I keep feeling uneasy?
Mr. Long,
How's Faye?
Miss Olson only has 2 months at most.
Stop eating. If Zach sees you like this, everything will crumble.
It won't. To make it look convincing, I got
He's
someone
right.
to bring
The
in a
accident didn't kill
banjo
her.
from abroad. It clashes with my meds, but it's not harmful.
Even so, you shouldn't risk your health.
With Esme cling to him, how else can I catch his attention?
Faye's right. The accident didn't kill her. Next time, I'll make sure she dies.
Shh, he's here.
Zach, you're here. My leg hurts. Am I going to die?
You won't.
For these 2 months, avoid upsetting the patient. Keep her happy, or her condition will worsen.
Is there anything you want to do? Or anywhere you want to go?
Why are you suddenly asking that?
It's nothing. The doctor said you've improved. You can go out now.
He really cared about me. But there is something I've been thinking about. Things went wrong at the initiation banquet. But Mr. Vaughn adores me. He said he'll meet me at Eclipse Hotel in 3 days to take me as his student.
Okay. I'll go with you. She saved my life. I'll let her enjoy her last 2 months. That's how I repay her. As for Esme, I won't tell her. 2 months will pass quickly anyway.
Zach, my mom said I look great in this.
You look like a toad.
Nina, keep her company. You're awake?
Yes.
Morning. Did you miss me?
Yes. I want to see you.
I miss you too.
Let's meet then. I want to introduce you to someone important.
It's not a good time. Today's the shareholders meeting. I have to be there.
But my friend might be here this once.
I really can't help it. Sorry. When I'm back, I'll compensate you.
Compensate? How dare you? You're still trying to brush me off.
Being your wife is the biggest compensation.
I didn't think you'd say something like that. Wait for me. I'll go back tomorrow. See you.
Looks like this relationship, whether 3 years ago or now, has always been a joke. I'm glad I didn't fall too deep this time. Everything will end here today.
Why does she sound a bit off?
Mr. Lang, this is strange. Sam called and said Mrs. Lang took her passport and packed her luggage. She's leaving.
What?
Mr. Lang, could Mrs. Lang be mad?
She doesn't know that I'm with Wei. She's probably going to travel. Once I settle things with Wei, I'll go back.
But...
Mr. Lang, I'm done.
Let's go.
After I stopped wanting to be his wife, I stopped idolizing him too. He's always lying, Mr. Lang. Aren't you afraid it'll backfire?
Something went wrong at the last banquet. I'm thankful that you still want to take Faye as your student.
Mr. Vaughn, it's an honor to have your recognition.
Mr. Lang, you treat Miss Burke really well. You bring her everywhere you go. Those who don't know might think you're happily married to her.
Zach does treat me the best.
Since everyone's here, let's start the event.
Oh, it's time. Honey, go pour the wine for Faye and Mr. Vaughn. It's better to do it with wine.
Yes. I asked someone to buy it for me. It costs over $3,000. Mr. Vaughn, I must toast to you. We're entrusting Faye to you.
Mom, Dad, why didn't you tell me about this? Stop pouring.
Almost done. For a woman like that, he mistreats my most gifted student. Zach has terrible taste.
Mr. Vaughn, this is good wine. You must have some.
No, I won't drink it.
It's good wine. It'd be a shame not to taste it.
Mr. Vaughn is a creative. Don't force him to drink. Mr. Vaughn, it's up to you. How do we do it?
Now, that's smart of you. This is a happy occasion, which should be celebrated. As it happens, I have an honored guest.
Since it's your guest, they must be extraordinary. I look forward to it.
Really? Well, you'll see them soon.
Why is it you?
Why is she here? This piece gives me a familiar feeling.
3 years of loving him in secret. 3 years of marriage. Zach, I'm playing this piece as a farewell. 6 years of love turned to dust. From now on, we're strangers.
This feeling. Was it really be her back then?
Esme, today is my initiation banquet. Why did you follow him? You're so shameless!
You followed me.
You said you'd be in Hydra. Why are you here? I thought you'd at least be guilty and explain yourself. But you're angry and blaming me instead.
I didn't mean to lie to you. But if you didn't follow me, how did you know I was here?
Did you forget that I said I wanted to introduce you to someone important? That person is Mr. Vaughn.
That's right. She's my honored guest. But it's not because of you. Don't flatter yourself.
Mr. Vaughn, you're a world-renowned violinist, and she's just a housewife with no class. How is she your guest?
If she's not, then are you?
Mr. Vaughn, watch it.
Mr. Lang is here. How could you talk to Faye like that?
Stop looking at him. You rely on Zach to bully others. But he can't help you this time.
What do you mean?
Faye, did you really think I'm here to fight you over Zach? I'm here for you.
For me?
3 years ago in Merlin, you hit someone with your car outside a hospital. You left me severely injured and my mom died on the spot. 3 years later, I remember now. My dad funded your studies abroad, hoping you'd visit my mom and I, but out of jealousy, you bought a car to kill us. The police aren't fools. Now, it's payback time.
Is that true?
No, it's not. She's lying. Don't believe her.
Really? Because I had detectives in Merlin look into the case. They found solid evidence. You ended up like this because you tried to flee after hitting us and got hit by another car.
What? No, that's not true.
I'm a detective. Miss Burke, we have evidence of your crime. Please come with us. Take her.
No. Don't touch me.
Don't touch my daughter!
Relax. Edward, Renee, you hired someone to kill me last week but failed. Unlike other countries, we have surveillance everywhere. We already have evidence. It's a done deal.
You criminals should reunite in prison.
You want to destroy my entire family? You've gone too far!
Not as far as you 3 years ago. We treated you kindly, yet look at what you did. You killed my mom. My mom did nothing wrong. She didn't deserve it.
Take them away!
Don't touch me!
Mom, I'm sorry. It took 3 years to catch your murderer. Zach, I loved you for 6 years. My life changed for the worse. I even forgot who I was. I was so trapped with you that I lost myself. But this time, you won't find me again.
I bought the tickets. Let's go.
Help me! Help me! I'm innocent!
Mr. Lang, Miss Burke is a suspect. That doesn't make sense.
A suspect isn't a criminal. Besides, even criminals have rights.
I heard you're quite fond of Miss Burke. You're protective of her. I saw it for myself today. But Mr. Lang, you better give up. We have solid evidence of her crime. Even if you're rich and hire Sophia, she still can't save her. She killed Mrs. Lang's mom. Your mother-in-law. Don't you care about your wife's feelings?
I only care about evidence. Faye is my savior. It's my duty to protect her. Besides, if she really did commit a crime, I'll take her to the police myself.
Mr. Lang, you'll regret doing this.
Sorry, the number you've dialed cannot be reached.
Esme! Esme, I know you're home. You were too impulsive. You should have talked to me first. Faye is in the hospital now. Actually, she wouldn't survive regardless. Water. Esme! Esme! I need to talk to you. Esme! Esme!
Dear!
Here we go again, fighting.
Dear, you always say you don't have time for photos. I made a surprise for you. Look, I had someone edit this. It looks so real. Not bad.
Didn't she spend 80,000 on this? She treasures this. Why? Explain this. Who messed up the photo?
Sir, what photo?
Our wedding photo. Besides all of you, who else could have ruined it? Come see me right now.
Sir, you got it wrong. We didn't ruin the photo. 5 days ago, Mrs. Lang gave us time off. We're all back home.
She gave you time off?
Yes. She said she was heading to Hydra to see you. So she gave us a few days off, sir. Sir! Sir!
Mr. Lang, this is strange. Sam called me and said Mrs. Lane took her passport and packed her luggage. She's leaving.
Did she really leave?
Mr. Lane, your divorce agreement has been processed.
Divorce agreement?
The one Mrs. Lane gave me. You signed it. Did you forget?
While you were gone, my dad left some files here. You might need to sign them.
It's that day. She tricked me. Serious this time. But I won't let you leave. Contact the airport. No matter what, bring Esme back to me.
Time is going so slowly. What if Zach, that psycho, locks down the entire airport? Esme, why are you smiling? Zach is obsessive. He won't let you go that easily.
Don't worry. He can't come here.
Huh?
Zach, your dad's gone mad. He claims that bastard has soul. Your dad even gave him half of the company's shares. What do we do?
Madam Tuck, you're wrong. The shares are just his compensation for my mom's death.
I'm not involved in her death. Don't look at me like that.
So it's you.
Long time no see, Zach. Well, you're my brother now.
Get lost. Get lost!
With me here, you're not leaving.
To help Esme stop me, you chose to acknowledge our dad.
I couldn't care less about Longcorp. But if it's for her, I'll fight to the end.
Are you crazy? Don't you know she's flying abroad? She might never come back again!
Of course I do. Esme, love is not a cage, it's support. Fly towards your freedom. Your future will only get better.
Thank you, George.
Half of Longcorp's shares are mine. I've issued the order. The flight takes off as scheduled. Zach, you should focus on the company instead. Some shareholders have complaints about you.
I thought you loved her. Instead of stopping her from leaving, you're encouraging her.
Zach, love isn't about possession. You don't know how to love. No wonder she's leaving.
I don't have time for this.
Give it up. Even if you go, it's too late.
Let go!
Mr. Lang, the detectives provided solid evidence. Miss Burke murdered Mrs. Lang's mom. Also, Turns out that 3 years ago, Mrs. Lang was the one who woke you up. Miss Burke tried to kill Mrs. Lang and her mom to take Mrs. Lang's place.
No wonder. No wonder that piece sounded so familiar. I felt nothing when Faye played the violin. I should have known. I should have known Esme is my savior. I've been treating Faye as my savior instead, and was so harsh to Esme. What have I done? What the hell have I done?
There's one more thing. 3 years ago, Mrs. Lang's brother was indeed in the room next door. She didn't mean to go into your room.
"3 years ago, you opened that door and slept with me. Why the tears? You were willing to sleep with me 3 years ago.
3 years? You've hated me for 3 years. I tried to move on, but you didn't let me. Looks like you'll never let me go. Then let me atone for it. Let me atone for walking into the wrong room, for being your wife, and for falling for you.
She'd rather die than be accused of that. But I never believed her. Ask me. You got your memories back and learned the truth. Yet you never told me that you are my savior. You must be so disappointed in me.
Thank you, dear. Then I'll wait for you at home. Being your wife is the biggest compensation.
Liar. Back then, you had already decided to leave. You already wanted to leave. It hurts so much. If only I had realized this sooner, maybe I could have stopped you. Right. You loved me so much. You loved me for 3 years. There's still a chance for us, right?
This is too severe. I can't repair it. Besides, edited photos aren't worth restoring.
Says who? 1 million.
This isn't about money. Sir, give it up.
This can't be restored. He's crazy. Stay away.
Esme, the photo I once dismissed turns out to be the last thing you left me. Once I restore this, you'll come back, right?
Zach! Zach!
Mr. Lang! Mr. Lang? Your hair! I didn't think Mrs. Lang's departure would affect him this much. His hair turned white in just a few days.
What is it?
Miss Burke is awake. She probably doesn't know that you found out she's pretending to be your savior. She's asking to see you.
I was fooled by her. this entire time and wronged Esme. No wonder she left. I've restored the photo. It's time to expose this fake savior. Esme, I'll make up for all the pain you went through. Don't worry.
Zach, you're here. Why is you're here?
Don't touch me.
Sorry, I forgot you have OCD. Oh, I heard Esme went abroad. Is that true?
Are you happy?
Of course I am. After all, you're powerful. Without your permission, she couldn't have left. That means you wanted her to leave, right? I knew. You wouldn't believe that I hit her and her mom. After all, no one knows me better than you do.
Why do I feel like I don't know you at all?
Zach, how could you say that? I took care of you for those 3 years. I didn't even know who you were. I just wanted you to get better. What's with that look? Did I say something wrong?
No. Continue.
Actually, since I'm getting older, my parents are pressuring me to get married. If you don't mind, we could...
I do mind.
What?
You are a murderer who's pretending to be my savior. You're with me all this time, yet I never noticed. Faye, do you have any idea how much I despise lies? Yes. I know everything. I used to think you were a poor woman who was slightly vain, but still kinda hard. But you're actually a murderer, Faye. Disgusting.
But I did all of that for you. I love you just as much as Esme does. I can play the violin too.
Shut up! You are nothing. You are nothing. You are nothing compared to her.
Zach, I love you. I'm the one who loves you the most.
Your love disgusts me.
How could you say that? You treat me so well. You feel something for me, right?
I treated you well. Because you're dying.
What?
Need me to remind you? You competed with Esme behind my back and took banned drugs. But you didn't know the drugs would ruin your heart. You had 2 months at most.
2 months?
I thought, with these 2 months, I could finally repay you for saving me. But because of this, Esme misunderstood me. Faye, I've done more than enough for you. I'm done with this. I've handed in the evidence of your crimes. The verdict will be out soon. But you'd better pray your life long enough to see it.
Zach! Don't go. Since I'm dying, can you tell me if you've ever felt something for me?
In your dreams.
He's never loved me. I can't accept that! Since he doesn't love me, and I'm dying, I might as well die now!
Isn't that Mr. Lang?
He's missed several board meetings, and he's using company resources for personal search. The board is not happy about it.
If he continues, he might lose his position.
Where is she?
It's only been days, and your hair's changed. You look 10 years older.
Where is she?
Zach, what makes you think I'd tell you where she is?
She's my wife. You can't hide her from me.
You signed the divorce agreement. You're not married anymore.
She's my wife!
She was, but she's not anymore, and she will never be again.
George! I know you hate me because of your mom's staff. You want the company's shares, right? I can give them to you. Just tell me where she is.
I can get those on my own.
George! Please tell me.
Zach, you think we're hiding her from you? But if she doesn't want to be found, you'll never find her.
She's not heartless.
And that's why you hurt her repeatedly. Zach, aren't you curious why she left? I'll tell you. On the night of her birthday dinner, you left her alone in the restaurant for your lover. Do you know that she was humiliated there?
I knew something was off about you. You're trying to dine and dash. Send her to the police. Come.
She never told me.
It would have been useless. You would have brushed it off like you did every other time. Too bad. That was the last chance she gave you. Zach, you don't deserve to be loved.
I'll make it up to you. Let's start over, okay? What have I done? It was me. I was the one who ruined everything. Wait!
That's enough.
Is she doing well now?
You don't deserve to know.
Three years later, the gifted violinist Stella announced her comeback and the start of her
Esme,
world tour.
Congrats. You found the life you wanted.
Ella, you're my goddess! I've been waiting for your tour! Please sign this! Ella, I love you!
Make way! Make way!
Esme, you're too popular. You should hire bodyguards.
Yeah.
Thank you for your support.
Even that old man's a fan.
Ella's gorgeous and charming. She's all natural.
She doesn't recognize me. Of course, she's shiny. While I'm like this.
Wait. Mister, thank you for coming to my concert.
Esme! We finally meet again. My violinist.
George, don't joke like that.
Esme, leaving me has made you this happy, this free. I have completely lost you.